guys, it's Liz and welcome back to my channel. In this video, initially I was gonna be making a different kind of video, but right now I kind of do want to shed light on this since this is somewhat of a personal topic and kind of a hot topic at the moment. And this is revolving around Skai Jackson. I want to make it clear, straightforward that for one, I'm against racism. Two, I'm against doxing. Three, and a lot of these things are going to be coming up in here shortly. So, yeah, I wanted to make that clear straight from the get up. And I also want to make it clear to go and report this one account. I'll put the image here up on the screen. Please go report this account. And usually I don't support mass reporting, but this person did post private information about Skai Jackson. And honestly, to really sell the point home, I don't support doxing in general, regardless if it's Skai doing it or a complete troll. So please go towards that and please report this account. That's all I have to say on this regard. Now onto the actual content of the video. I also want it to be known that I don't want to see anyone go and harass the people that I'll be talking about in this video, especially when these people are honestly still just voicing their opinions. But I am gonna read out from comments of people defending Skai and how their attitude really plays a lot into this scenario and how it really just ignores the basic point of driving home. But first of all, I do want to say that the whole thing that ultimately started this doxing out was Skai posting about an upcoming freshman at blank high school in blank blank area. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that the person who did repost this did censor out where this kid is going to be going to school and all that, and was just saying they were saying the N word constantly. And if you look at the screenshots that Skai has included within this, it's just two edgy teens, or edgy kids rather, probably just between 12 and 14, posting the N word as a joke along with the usual meme of that time period, guacamole penis. So that's ultimately what started this whole brigade on doxing racist or children ultimately. And I'm adamantly against that. But I do want to have you as the viewer take note that these screenshots are from, according to when Skai posted them, 59 weeks ago. And honestly, that really bothers me right then, especially when 59 weeks is about over a year now. So, yeah. 59 weeks is literally about over a year. So, technically it was 13 months. And you have it where people are going after these kids. Come to find out, one of the kids that did say the meme was actually assumed for a different kid, and that kid ended up getting a lot of harassment. You also had it where another kid now has been expelled from school and his parents have lost their jobs. Yeah, we're really gonna be ruining people's lives. And honestly, you have people making fun of the fact that they're ruining people's lives, so ain't that sweet. Anyway, I wanted to put this out here. Just straightforward. Say that. Anyway, on to the people that I'm going to be just reading out their comments about the situation. The first one is kind of like the general one after you have some people that are asking, like, hey, what is going on? And you have it where this user, and again, don't go and harass these users or anything. The comments will be on the screen, but I'm just showing you what I'm reading. Don't go and deliberately harass these people. Apparently doxed a child, which wasn't true, plus he was racist, but all depressed white boys are defending him. Okay. My commentary on that is like, it is true that these kids are being doxxed by Skai and her followers. And if you don't know how Twitter works, first of all, on Twitter you have it where you can view someone's likes, someone's retweets, someone's tweets, and their replies. Like, you can look at all that on their Twitter account. Straightforward. And you have it where Skai has been retweeting this information along with posting the information herself and liking the information, which the information I'm referring to are addresses, phone numbers, and where the kids go to school. That is a huge deal straight away, I think, especially, and I understand, like, we're all probably against racism at this point, but you have it here where she's going after these kids and literally posing harm towards those kids because you have people out here, and I'm going to use Twitch streaming as an example for this. On Twitch, you have it where some people get the person's address somehow, like they get it, send a SWAT team over to their house, and that person gets swatted. And sometimes in this scenario, a lot of people in it, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but quite a few, ended up getting killed because of that swatting. Now, put this in a scenario where a kid's just at school and all of their information is leaked along with their going to school. And understand, like, during right now, not everyone, especially kids, are going to school at this very moment. Most kids are not physically in school, especially since it's summer vacation, obviously, and with the current pandemic. However, if the current pandemic was, a lot of these kids would have actually ended up getting hurt, if not worse, right now, especially since, as I mentioned earlier, there's kids and then there's the parents that did lose their jobs because of what happened. Now, I'm not one to go out here and be like, well, they deserved it because of a racist comment or perceived racist comment. I think that is honestly disgusting to go after someone and ruin their lives like that whenever that should be taken up in a private manner within HR, for example, or if it's with a child, between them and their parents or their legal guardian at that time, not by some celebrity on the internet literally acknowledging that she's putting their information out there. Okay, so next we have this other person that comes out here and says, a bunch of grown men with cartoon profile pictures and greasy hair are literally ganging up on Skai just to defend a little racist white kid. They're all resonant with because they too were a little racist white kid who just became a racist adult. The person follows this up by quoting what people are saying. She ruined his life. He's never going to be able to get a good job. A, he's white and will always be chosen by an employer over anyone else. B, you don't know how many black and brown kids have had their lives ruined over bullshit. But yes, poor little white boy. Crying emoji, crying emoji. Okay. Straightforward off the bat, I'm already getting a sense of entitlement vibes. That's why I read it in an entitled voice. However, this person doesn't understand how doxing especially when it's a serious allegation such as racism, does actually have a huge hold on how people can't really get a job, especially if it's on the internet and you have people talking about this person even while that person was a kid. This isn't a Mark Wahlberg case where he had enough money to get out of the situation. This is a literal child who made a meme, or just said a meme or quoted the meme. And that was really it as far as the kid goes. So you're over here, like, not acknowledging that serious allegations like that can cause people to not have a job at all. It doesn't matter what race you are. That is a serious thing, especially if you get accused of something like pedophilia. You're not gonna get a job at all. Like, that is gonna be a huge thing on your record, especially when you have employers that do extensive background checks. She does come up again later on and all that, and I'll get to it right after this one. And this person says, update, Skai Jackson is out here doxing racist, and we love her. Okay, I'm already mentioned, like, why I think doxing is wrong, especially whenever it's also illegal, but it's just kind of like, people supporting this is still something that should be handled in a private manner. I'm probably repeating myself, but I'm gonna keep that straightforward too. It's a private manner between the employer, HR, or even just like the kid with his parents or a school counselor. Period, point blank. Now we're going back to the person that seems to have an entitlement issue. All this Skai Jackson drama is doing is exposing racist white people. LMAO. Let's get this doxing on a roll. We still have so much more to do. Okay, y'all already know how much this kind of frustrates me with doxing, for one thing, and also her not acknowledging, like, it was a child, not some actual adult committing a hate crime. Let's be real. I'm gonna put it straightforward. It's not like an adult going after black people specifically. It was a child quoting a meme. So that's already disgusting, in my opinion, that people are still in support of doxing a child. Now for my final post of showing, you have where someone said Skai Jackson was doing the Lord's work and did it well with, I'm not sure who the person is in this. I'm thinking it's probably a influencer on social media or whatever saying something. I didn't click on the video, nor do I really care. Someone commented, "What happened?" And she replied with, "Skai outed racist," emoji. And then you also have someone commenting saying, "Outing racist is fine, but doxing kids isn't," which, honestly, my whole heart agrees with that. Like, straight up, yes. Anyway. That is overall it. Again, I've said my thoughts throughout this whole video about this situation, and honestly, this really rattles me to my core on how people are currently nowadays and all that, because it's just, you have one side where people are like, yeah, do this to the kid, ruin the kid's life. You even have some people saying, like, hey, the kid actually did deserve worse than doxing, which in my opinion, after seeing that, I'm assuming that's equaling rape and death, because that is something worse than doxing and can happen because of doxing. I'm gonna be straightforward right there because of that. But you also have it where people are being fired over false accusations, and also just because of something their kid said online. That is honestly pathetic, in my opinion. So, overall, yeah, this is a stupid situation. Skai really shouldn't be involved in this at all, and should actually probably be charged if possible, but obviously due to celebrity status, she's most likely going to get away with it, much like how Mark Wahlberg got away with throwing rocks at black kids.